Alright, welcome back to another Concord Rangers Football Manager video. I hope you're all well. As you can see, we're about to line up for our game away at Chelsea. It's a big game, lots of twos and throws that can happen in this game. A point is good enough to secure Champions League qualification, so there's that. However, if we don't win, it means that Man United will be champions. We're the only team that can chase Man United, even though we're actually third. We're the only team that can chase them because Man City have played one more game. Therefore, Man City's just dropped off, hasn't it? That lost to Spurs, mate. That lost to Spurs. Man United's form has been amazing. They've been brilliant. They're deservedly going to win the title. Even if we do win, Man United I think play tomorrow at home to West Ham. If Man United get 1 point, they win the league. So it's basically sewn up for them. They need to lose all three games, and we need to win all three of the last games and overturn a 18-goal difference in that time, which is possible-ish. It's unlikely, but possible. It means that Man United need to win, say, lose 2-0 in all three of their games, and we need to win 4-0 in all three of our games to go through to claim the title. But it's extremely unlikely that we're going to win it, and it's extremely likely that Man United are going to win the league. But there you go. We carry on. We try and finish the season brightly because obviously we've still got a Champions League final to look forward to. Our record against Chelsea actually used to be pretty poor, but I'll show you what's happened in the last. I mean, this is where I hope that the form against Spurs comes because I mean, our record against Spurs has obviously always been terrible, but our record against Chelsea used to be pretty bad as well. But in the last few years, we've really turned it around and looked a lot better against Chelsea, and especially I think Chelsea have kind of this season have been really poor. But yeah, our form with Chelsea used to be really bad, but in the last few seasons, it's been much better. Look at that. How many? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've only lost them we've only lost them once in the last 12 times. Of the last 7 times we played them, we've beaten them we've beaten them 6 times, including like a 5-1 win here, a couple of 3-1 wins away from home. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can continue our good form against Chelsea. But as I said, a point is enough to qualify for Champions League, so I suppose that's the main priority here, which we should be getting anyway. But anything but a win means that Man United claim the championship, the Premier League title. I'll go for as full strength as I can for now. I'll play. No, I won't play Hughes. I'll play Stocker and Davis. I'll play in defence. I'll play Harewood along with Smith, Garcia, and Harvey. Benrahma. What's Benrahma's situation like? 75 minutes. Okay, well we'll do that just to make sure he gets match fit. I like to get him match fit as soon as possible. Okay, right. Harvey, complete wing back. I quite like it. Complete wing back there, to be fair. Yep. Alright, okay. There we go. On the bench, Frith, Choyak, Hackett, Kaplani, Hughes, Fatai. It's pretty steady. I'm going to put Zamfarov on the bench instead of Fatai. Yeah, I'll put Zamfarov on the bench. I'm going to give him a run out if I can. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Monaghan and Diaz seem to be forming quite a good partnership up there as well, so nice to continue that. Obviously, Diaz may not be long for the club, obviously, because he's only on loan from Man United. Good chance that he'll probably go back and we won't be able to sign him, but as I keep letting you know, we have a big striker coming in at the end of the season. I'm really excited to bring him. I've not revealed it yet. It's obviously confirmed in the game. It's going to happen, and it's very expensive. It breaks our transfer record as well, so it's big. I think it might be the missing piece. I think there might be a couple of other areas we need to focus on. I think defensively, especially. Any ex-Concord players on there? Ansu Fati is still playing. How old's he? He's had a good season as well, to be fair to him. I think he's about 36 now. No ex-Concord players in there. They got Daniel Usman on the bench. He's ex-Concord. I don't think he's done much this season. Yeah. Okay. Do it for the fans. Obviously, we used to, for a season, well, for almost a whole season, the Concord, the Stamford Bridge was our home stadium when we were having the new stand built in the stadium. That was our second season in the Premier League where we did really poorly, didn't we? We finished about 13th, I think, where relegation was a threat at one point. But here we go. Let's go. Early highlight here. Chelsea with the ball. Come on, get on there. Get in there. Get in their faces. They're playing around quite nicely. Garcia, it's been boxed out. Stocker, lovely ball. That's beautiful from Stocker. Benrahma running off the post, I think. Or it's saved. I thought that came off the post and then came back to the keeper. Close shot. Good effort there from Benrahma. Man City are leading. We've got, obviously, it's in our hands to finish second this season. Seconds are... We finished second in our first ever Premier League season. That was a shocking finish. Not shocking, bad, shocking positive. But it would be cool to finish second. We've got a win here, though, to do that. As I said, though, 1 point does secure Champions League qualification because that would put us 4 points clear off fifth with a game in hand on them. And they've only got 1 game to play, so... okay, what's going to happen here, then? Might ask him to go a bit more attacking, try and tend to get more creative. These games are always dodgy, I find. Sort of fifth down to about sort of 8th, 9th, 10th away. They're always tricky games. And there's a chance at Chelsea. He's been blocked out brilliantly. Still a chance here. Again, good tackle, but it's gone back to him again. And it's offside. Yeah, these games are always tricky. We've obviously look at you got teams that we've played there, Leeds, West Brom, Liverpool, West Ham. They're difficult teams, and we've lost games to them. Obviously, lost home and away to West Brom this season. That's poor there. That's very poor from the midfield. Dainese puts it wide. Villa have equalised against Man City though, so that's good. Come on. Not playing very well today. Seem to be having more possession and more shots, but have I seen any highlights? Not really. There's that one highlight where Benrahma seemed to hit the post, but not much going on here. Yeah, it's going to have a bit of a talking to. Obviously, as I said, not winning today. Yeah, have a go on for that. Not winning today means that Man United win the league. It's, as I said, it's a foregone conclusion. If you ask me, Man United are probably going to win the league anyway. Chance for Chelsea here early on. That's in, isn't it? I think it might have been a bit of a glitch. Come on. It's still on, lads. We've still got to try and bloody score. It seems as though since the Spurs game, the players are just wound down. Really, I mean the evidence of that was that game against Fulham, absolutely turgid game where we scored a late penalty to win it. Rubbish, and we're not doing much here, to be honest. None of the attacking players are getting involved. They're all 6.5 or under in their rating, which means that we're just not doing anything going forward. This is appalling, a really appalling performance. I'm hoping that we can build up some form for the Champions League final, for God's sake, lads. I'm going to take off Benrahma, and I'm going to take off Monaghan, and I'm going to take off Diaz. Diaz is promising. He's by no means the final product. He could be really good, but he's by no means the final product. I just think that make all 3 subs now. I just think that he could be a very good backup next year. I'll try and sign him. It's unlikely. He'll probably be extremely expensive. Okay. I bought on Kaplani just because I figured that Zamfirov scored those 2 goals and played that game really well with Kaplani on the pitch. That's a lovely ball by Zamfirov. It's Polyak. Get that cross. Polyak goes alone. Oh, come on. Zamfirov and Kaplani are surely offering themselves there for the drop back. Here's Polyak here. Harvey. Good ball in. Hackett. It's in! He gets the volley in. Lovely ball in by Harvey. Hackett, the substitute's not been on for long. He's had a great season. He's been my player of the season, I think, Hackett. He's not necessarily going to be the player of the season because obviously he's not played for all the time, but he's been so important when I've needed him to be, when Ben Rabbit was out. Good header away there, but still. Good play, Garcia. Kaplani heads it down for Polyak. Polyak, what have you got now? Polyak strikes. Should have gone further. The defender committed himself. Okay, I'm not going to tell him to go attacking here. No need for that now. David Usman's coming on. Ex-Concord. Just keep that and just tend to concentrate. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, as I said, we look like we're going to secure Champions League qualification here, and we're going to make sure that Man United have to get that point tomorrow. If they don't, of course, then it's still on with 2 games to go. It's extremely unlikely because we needed to win this quite a margin, really. But you never know. You never know. Man United might have an absolute howler at home to West Ham tomorrow. Unlikely. Here we go. Harvey puts the ball in, headed away. That's well played, Stocker. Win it back, but he's given it away again. He's given it away a couple of times today, Stocker. It could be a late goal here for Chelsea. That's offside, surely. That's surely offside. You've scored, but it's going to be given offside. I saw the offside from there. David Usman as well, ex-Concord. I saw the offside as soon as he hit it. Still the highlight though, so might be something else in this. Nice ball from Davis there. Lots of bookings in the team today. Zamfirov. Ball from Harvey. Oh, Kaplani got there. Harvey was offside, that's a shame. Still not done yet. It's got to be the whistle surely here. Play whistle ref. Here we go. There you go. Yes. It's a win. Not a brilliant win, not a fantastic performance, but the substitute, Hackett, got the goal. Nice volley from Harvey's cross. It's not a brilliant win, but it secures Champions League qualification, so that little worry is sorted. Well done, lads. It's a win. Continues our good run against Chelsea as well. Can't really complain too much there. As I said, Man United are playing tomorrow. If I show you the fixtures, they're playing tomorrow at home to West Ham. So if they get a point, they win the title. But if they don't, then it continues to next week. Who knows? But the next game is away to Arsenal. Arsenal won 4-0 away at Burnley. Fair play. That could be a tricky game. Arsenal are looking a little bit better than usual, and their last few seasons they've kind of been pretty poor, but this year they're looking just a little bit better, so that could be a tricky game. And we're actually moving to second place now, above Man City with a game in hand on them. So if we win against Arsenal, it's second place is tied up. It's bloody simple. There's Premier League stuff in it. Okay, Arsenal away. Man United won. Man United won 2-0. So title's theirs. No arguments here. I'll show you that as well, just to be sure. Yeah, you can see there. C confirmed, so they are champions. Their form, to be fair, going to the end of the season has just been unreal. I can't take it away from them. The last league game they lost back in December away to Leeds. They really lost 2 league games all season. They lost at home to Spurs. We lost at home to Spurs, to be fair. And they drew. That was the game that we should have won that game. We should have beaten them as well. We beat them in the Carabao Cup like a couple of days later. But yeah, they've been absolutely unreal. They barely even dropped any points. If I was just to focus on the league, Premier League, yeah, fantastic run from them. They drew with Chelsea, they drew with Burnley, but going back, Leeds, yeah, they've been absolutely unreal. They had a bit of a shaky time in here on this sort of period where they were dropping points, sort of usually away from home, but absolutely unreal. They deserve to win. Can't take that away from him. They've been brilliant. There's always one team who are just so good and we just can never get over them. Arsenal now. Arsenal, our record's about 50-50 with Arsenal, but it looks like we've played them 21 times, won 8, lost 8 and drawn 5. Our form is excellent. We're favourites to win, but Arsenal's form has been pretty good too. So, going to be a tricky one. Obviously, not much matters on this. We're guaranteed Champions League qualification. I not much to play for. I'm going to change the team around just a little bit, just to kind of get a couple of other people involved. I'm not going to play Kaplani for this game because I want Diaz to hit some form. So I'm going to just mix it around mostly. I'm not too fussed if I lose. It'll be annoying, obviously, but I'm going to change it around most places. I'm going to keep Smith and Harewood in defence there. Going to play Lima at left back, wherever Lima is. There he is. Lima at left back. I'm going to have... Oh, Lima and Polyak don't have a very good link. Okay, I did not know that. I'm not starting Polyak for this game. And actually, I'm going to start Dunn. Dunn has barely played at all this year. I signed him for 10 million thinking that he could be a good little backup, but I barely played him. He's barely been required. He's played 3 league games. He's played 8 games in total, only 3 starts. Not really done much. I'll give him a run out today. I'm probably going to sell him. I might even sell Cheliak as well, because I just think I want to continue with these kind of wingers. I don't really like inverted wingers so much. I know they can be useful in some instances. In terms of midfield, I'm going to play Marcel with... I'm going to play with Fatai today. Where's Fatai? There he is. On the right, I'm going to put Hackett on the right there. I'm going to put Zamfirov up there. Dunn, Diaz. Robinson, Frith on the bench. Benrabah, Kaplani, Monaghan, Hughes, Cheliak. Pretty good bench, lads. Pretty good bench. What role does Hughes do in there? Oh, Elliot. Can he play? Oh, he's not brilliant. I'll stick with Fatai in the midfield there, and I'll put Elliot on the bench instead of Hughes. There we go. Okay, that's the team. That's the team we're playing today. It's a bit of a change, but as I said, there's not much riding on these games now. We can't win the title. We can't finish outside the top 4. It would be nice to finish second. It would be nice to finish second. Does this do anything? No, I don't know why that doesn't do anything now. There we go. Let's go with that. Dunn is struggling in match sharpness. I bet he is. I don't think he's seen a football in about 4 months. But we'll give him a game. I don't know. Yeah, as I said, the season's done. Nothing's really riding on this. Other than finishing second, which I would like to do. A win guarantees second place. The thing keeps saying that we got a win to qualify for Champions League, but that's wrong. We've already qualified. Leeds are 6 points behind us, and they've only got 1 game left. It's not possible for us to fall behind Leeds. Relax and play an actual game. There's nothing on it. A bit of a novel coming towards the end of the game, but not a novel. It's a bit novel coming to the end of the game and not having anything on it really. Get a chance to play a couple of second string players. I'm hoping Harewood can blossom into a proper centre back as the first choice. Here's Hackett. He's been tackled. Got to get the ball back. Go on, Hackett. Yes, play. Good play, Hackett. Go on. Oh, come on. A save by the keeper, but that should be a goal. We should be winning. Hackett's been so good this season. That's meat and drink to him. Bread and butter. Alright, okay. Yeah, as I said, a win guarantees second place. With 1 game to go. Second place is not too bad. Man United have been brilliant this year. You can celebrate. If you're breaching the 90-point barrier, I think you've been really good. I think the season that we won the league, we got 90 points. We lost 1 game that year as well. That was away at Everton. I remember that. I was quite late on into the season as well. We were very good that year. But the team hasn't changed that much from that season. I don't think so. Might have to look into that and see what bits we're missing. see what players were playing in that instance that are not playing now. Because I want to get back to winning leagues again. That's what I want to be doing. Finishing second and third is annoying. Here's Marcel. Marcel looks like a decent prospect as well, but obviously I've only got him on loan. Here's Dunn. Plays it back. Zamfrov, it's there! I tell you what, this kid is good. Zamfrov is good. He's a goal-scoring attacking midfielder. We've been looking for him for ages. It's a lovely finish. Get in there. Sergei Zamfrov. I think I've got a good one there. I'm happy with him. With him and Monaghan, Monaghan has been very, very steady this year. But Zamfrov, he's going to push it next year. He's looking good. You got the assist for that. Marcel as well. Well played. Have they got any ex-Concord players? I forgot to look, didn't I? I don't think so. Oh, they've got Tending on the bench. Corner for Arsenal here, though. Head of the way. Spurs are 1-0 up against... Oh, it's John Rankin as well. Spurs 1-0 up against Man United. Good check. Oh, he missed out on there. Headed away. It's gone to Miller. Chance for Arsenal, maybe. Headed away again. Hackett heads it away. Drop back Diaz. Couldn't get there. Diaz's form has just dropped a little bit. In the last few games, he's not really played that well. Chance for Arsenal here, though. Chance for Arsenal here. Good save, Wes. Good save, Wes, mate. You know who you are. Yeah, I think his form has dropped off just a little bit. There's a couple of criticisms in the press and from old players getting into him. Oh, hang on a minute. Just as I'm saying that, that's a terrible mistake from the Arsenal keeper. Diaz takes it off his feet and just puts it into the empty net. Apparently his 13th of the season. I think he already scored 5 by the time he got here, so his 8th goal of the season for us, I think. Lovely stuff. 2-0. With Spurs winning it against Man United as well. John Rankin. Apparently John Rankin's been brilliant this season. Yeah, don't get complacent. Carry on. You're doing well. You're 2-0 up. Couple of poor performances in there, but I'm glad that young lads are getting time and getting goals. That's what it's about, innit? Throw in. Oh, we'll play Lima. Go on, Lima. Diaz. Oh, blocked out. Is there going to be a breakaway from Arsenal here? That's brilliant from Harewood. That was the highlight, I think. That block shot. That was a chance. Imagine if United lost that game to... Well, it wouldn't matter, would it? If the goal difference is so big, it's not gonna matter. They've been brilliant. Can't take it away from them. It's very annoying that we're not keeping up with those teams, but they've been really good. Let's make some substitutions. So we're on the hour mark. Oh, hang on. There's a highlight here. We'll react to whatever happens, shall we? McKenna drops it back for Timms. Get the tackle in. Oh, mistake there. Here's Dunn. Go on, Dunn. Go on, Dunn, have a go. Oh, that's a shame. Did well there, unlucky. Hackett's not played very well, so I'm going to bring him off and bring on Ben Raber. Oh, my word. Yeah, that already happened. Okay, fine. And I'm going to take off Fatai just on the on the worry that he might get sent off. I'm going to bring on Elliott and put Elliott as a defensively minded midfielder, which is usually his usual role. He's usually actually a defensive midfielder, which is why he doesn't quite suit the central midfield role. But he's a young lad. He'll get used to it. Okay. Quite happy with how it's going. I always like it when you play the second string players and they win for you. You look quite good here. Nothing to worry about. So you Arsenal, isn't it, lads? Yeah. Guaranteed second here. Actually, it's not guaranteed second. I just realised. Spurs. They're 2-0 up. It's not guaranteed second. I thought it was. I forgot about Spurs. I forgot Spurs had the game in hand as well. Because they're winning against Man United. That means it's not guaranteed second. Oh, that's annoying. But we are home to a team that are already relegated in the next game, so Burnley. So we should be able to get the win there. That guarantees second. John Rankin scored again. He was crap for us towards the end of his time. He was so bad. Don't know why it works for some players. It's 3-0 Spurs. They are. Tell you what, mate. How they don't challenge for more league titles, I don't know. They score for fun. Good win there. Steady win. Well done. Apparently we've secured Champions League qualification even though that was already secure. Yeah. 2 for ranking, 1 for Francekovic. He outs Francekovic now. I think he scored 4 in the last game as well. He's 31. He's been brilliant this season. 21. I think Serena has scored a fair amount as well. Spurs have been... Their goals, I like to look at their goals actually. How many goals they scored? 74. They haven't scored as much as us. I find that hard to believe. Look at their form as well. Their form's been brilliant. Yeah, Spurs, they're a real good team. Force to be reckoned with. But too many draws there. Only 3 defeats, but 10 draws. They should be challenging for that title. But 10 draws has meant that they are nowhere near it. There you go. That's that. That's the last away game of the season. Good 3-0 win. A 2-0 win away at Arsenal. £177 million transfer budget. We'll see about that. We'll see about what's going on. And now we've got the last league game of the season. Burnley at home. I'll see you there. Okay, Burnley at home. Last game of the season. As you see, they're all lined up. Last game of the season, all kick off at the same time. I'm just thinking about just looking at this league and see what needs to be decided. I think the only thing that is important that hasn't been decided is the relegation places. But even that, no, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion as well. Palace are 3 points behind Southampton, but they've got a 20 goal difference, so that's not going to happen. What a boring last game of the season. Pretty much nothing on it. We'd like to finish second though, so let's try and maintain that. In terms of the team I'm going to play, let's actually look at the match preview if it loads. Yeah, we've got a decent record against Burnley. There was that spell when they just kept beating us, and I think there was a guy, I can't remember his name, Gavin Moth, used to keep scoring against us. But that was a few years ago now. Our form's been excellent. Theirs has been poor. In terms of the team, I'm going to play a reasonably strong team for this one. Other than one man, I'm actually going to give a bit of a different name up top a game today. I'm going to give Fabio Silva a game. Fabio Silva's playing his last game of his career here, because I'm definitely not going to play him in the Champions League final. So I'm going to give him a game. I think it's only fair. I'm actually going to play him on attack, so he hopefully be up there for goals. Play Hughes. Is there anybody that I need to worry about fitness-wise? No. Smith, Davis, Garcia. I'm going to play... Yeah, we'll do it with that today. In terms of the bench, I'm going to trying to have as strong a bench as possible. I'm not going to have Kaplan on the bench. I'll have Diaz on the bench. Stocker instead of Fatai. Harvey, Benrabba. Yeah, pretty much all there. I'm going to put Zamfrov on the bench because I'm starting to like this kid. Really starting to like him. I think he's a real good prospect. Yes. Complete running back I prefer. Right. How far is Hughes from 40 fitness? No, he's not far off. Okay, we'll go with that. I'm going to ask him to play attacking. Give the fans a bit of a show on the final game of the season. You know how it is. Fabio Silva playing in the last game. He's wearing the number 9 shirt and has done for the last couple of seasons. He's barely played. He's actually never scored a league goal for us. I think last season he scored a couple of goals in cup competition, things like that. And he obviously, I'm not sure if he got a medal for the Champions League and the FA Cup win. But I'm going to give him a game today. Burnley are already down. Stuart Everett's the next Concord player. He's going down with them, unfortunately. Anybody else there I recognise? No. So we should be coming away winning this game. There's no, expect nothing but a win from this match. I think that's fair. Fabio Silva seemed motivated. Good for you, mate. I really hope that he gets a goal. He's never scored a league goal for us. Obviously, he's a Man United legend, Fabio Silva. He was there for years and scored loads of goals for them. I took him on because I wanted a deep line forward to kind of fill that role. That's a penalty. Can I change the penalty taker? Change player. Oh, it didn't let me do it. Who's on it? Fabio Silva. It's changed to Fabio Silva. Brilliant. Come on, Fabio. Yes! Get in there. I wanted him to take it in the first place, and it worked. Get in. Fabio Silva scores his first ever league goal for Concord on his last ever game of his career. I'm not going to play him in the Champions League final, funnily enough. I just wanted to do good by him. I know he's not really been involved at all, but he's a bit of a legend in the game, and it's nice to give these guys their send off. I like to. There's been a few big players who have ended their career at Concord. Eden Hazard did. Alexandro did. It was years ago. That was back when we were in League One. I think that was a playoff final, if you guys remember that. The 8-1 against Middlesbrough. They all played their last game of their career at Concord in that amazing game. But yeah, I'm buzzing for Fabio. Well done, mate. Again, he's barely been involved in the last couple of years since I signed him. Obviously, I had better strikers involved. But I'm glad that he can get on the score sheet, albeit by a penalty. 15 fouls to 1. What are Burnley doing? Just kicking us. Right. I think, right, okay. Well, that was a boring half of football by the sounds of it. Burnley actually had more possession, but God, if they were doing anything with it. No shots at all from them. How Spurs get on? Spurs are winning, of course. Serena with it. How Man United are doing? Man United are winning. Leeds are winning. Liverpool are winning. All the big teams are winning. Man City aren't. Chelsea aren't. Okay. Yeah, don't get complacent out there. And Dean Hughes looks stressed. Apparently I'm unhappy. I didn't do that. The assistant had a go at him. Okay. Gonna make some changes pretty soon, I think. A draw actually isn't good enough to finish second now because Spurs are winning, so we've kind of got to keep winning, trying to finish second. But I'm going to take off Monaghan, who's not playing particularly well. Take off Monaghan, put on Zamfarov, and mainly because I'm worried about him getting injured all the time, I'm going to take off Benrahma and put on Hackett. There we go. I will bring off Silva as well to give him a bit of a standing ovation as he plays his last game of his career. They're going more attacking as well, so I'll just drop it back a little bit. Not a great performance. This is similar to the Fulham game, actually. You know, Fulham were relegation. Were they relegation candidates? Not really. They were quite far away in the end. And we beat them by a late penalty. We've got an early penalty in this one, and nothing's happened since. I remember that. Do you remember that? I think there was a last game of the season against Burnley that we played a few years ago. We lost 6-4, I think. We just scored enough goals that we stayed up. We stayed in the Champions League contentions. I'm going to take off Fabio Silva now with 20 minutes to go. Bring on Diaz. Get him play attacking forward, advance forward. Well played. Fabio Silva scored on his final appearance of his career. As I said, I'm not going to feature him, and he's actually not registered for the Champions League, so he can't play anyway. Final game of his career. Well played, mate. Thanks for gracing us with your presence, and apologise it didn't work out, but this is a very dull game, isn't it? Such as the end game, this last game of the season, when nothing's really on it. Players just don't really bother, I guess. Wouldn't like to concede though, would like to finish second. We finished third so many times. I think Man United are losing. Are they losing? Are they drawing? I think they're drawing. Are they? Oh, they're not even on that list. Must have glitching out. Not much happening here. Just cruising out. It's been one of the most boring games we've ever seen. I think the only highlight was that penalty. Yeah, there you go. Sinfully boring game of football. Another 1-0 win thanks to a penalty. Fabio Silva getting his first and only league goal for us in his final game of the season, in his final game of his career. It's a disappointing result. I'm gonna tell him it was disappointing. That was a let off. You weren't good enough. I'm gonna tell him that was a really disappointing performance from the boys. But we've won. Won our last 3 league games of the season there in this episode. League is tied up there, finished second with 87 points. I'd like to compare that to the divisions, to the seasons actually. Spurs finished third, Man City finished fourth, Leeds fifth. Relegated teams are Palace, Burnley and Derby. Yeah, Man United drew the last game of the season, so they actually didn't win either of the last 2 games. But they finished 4 points clear of us. So we had 87 points this season. Last season we finished third with 71 points. That was a atrocious season. Blimey. Season before that we won it with 89, so we were 2 points worse off than the season that we won the league. So those draws, we drew 11 games in the season that we won the league. We only drew 3, but we lost 7 games. Incredible. 80 points we finished third, 83 points to finish third, 70 points finished fourth. Oh yeah, that was a bad season. 47 points finished 13th. Finished 85th. So this is our second best ever season in the Premier League. 87 points, 2 points off the points tally you had when we won the league. The second best attack in the league. Defensively was the problem. Yeah, the defence wasn't good enough. Spurs had the best defence. Yeah, we had what? Is that 8th, 7th best defence? That's the worry. Going years back, if we look at defensively, 3rd best defence last season. Southampton had one of the best defences. We bought a defender, didn't we? We had the best defence by far that season, 6 goals better off. Defence before that, best defence there. Defence before that, 2nd best defence there. For that, yeah, and then that was the season we finished 8th. We finished 4th, and then I had to work out defence there. So this has been the worst defensively that we've been for a while. 43 million for finishing 2nd, not bad. So there's going to be some things we're going to need to look at. I'll show you the awards and things that happen at the end of the season. I like to show these sort of things now. It's nice to see it, and they update you with the best players and stuff like that. Yeah, as you can see there, so there's the footballer of the year. Gets given to Josip Poljak. 33 games, 17 goals, 15 assists from left wing, 7.64. I can't argue with that. Poljak's been amazing. So he wins the player and the players' player of the year. 3 players named in the team in the season. The rest of the 8 are Man United. So Harvey, Poljak, and Garcia. It's a strange one because before the season I was thinking of selling Harvey. And this season, in the summer, I was thinking of selling Garcia. So we'll have to rethink that after the best 2 fullbacks in the league. But anyway, that's today's episode done. The club season awards will happen after the Champions League final, I think. So we've only got 1 game left in the season. For the 5th consecutive season, we have a Champions League final to look forward to. We are the holders. We are the European champions going into it. And we're looking for a defence of that against the team that we played in our first ever Champions League final, Real Madrid. Real Madrid actually put in an amazing comeback in their semi-final. If I show you, yeah, that was it. There, the 4-1 win. So they lost their first leg 2-0, and then they went 1-0 down. Paulo Diogo. They went 1-0 down, so they were 3-0 down on aggregate, knowing that they needed to score 4 goals, and they did it in the second half, including a 94th minute penalty to put them through. If they didn't have that penalty, they would have gone out, and it would be Atletico Madrid would be playing. But playing Real Madrid, there's a few ex-Concord players in this game alone. Carlos Ibanez, he's ex-Concord. Paulo Diogo, Labano Shala, they're all ex-Concord. That's the goalkeeper, isn't it? Yeah. And then for Real Madrid, Gustavo Enrique, Luis Mallet. Few ex-Concord players involved, and we'll be playing them on the last game of the season in the Champions League final. It's at Wembley. We're going to Wembley to play in the Champions League final. I'll see you there. Cheers then.